Ben Carson was giving a speech recently because he's likely prepping for a 2016 presidential run, and he decided to make up things about high school textbooks.
You know, I am a little shocked, quite frankly, looking at the AP course in American history that's being taught in high schools across our country right now. There's only 2 paragraphs in there about George Washington. George Washington, believe it or not. Little or nothing about Dr. Martin Luther King. A whole section on slavery and how evil we are. A whole section on Japanese internment camps and how we slaughtered millions of Japanese with our bombs. A whole section on how we wiped out American Indians with no mercy. I mean, I think most people, when they finish that course, they'd be ready to go sign up for ISIS. I mean, this is what we're doing to the young people in our nation. And, you know, we have got to stop this silliness.
Facts about American history make people want to join ISIS. No. You know what facts about American history make people want to do? Be liberal. Because then you realize, oh, yes, we've made many mistakes in the past. We've done plenty of things right, but we've also done many things horribly wrong. So let's go ahead and try to improve the country to form this thing called a more perfect union. Who else referred to that? I'm not sure. Let me stop and think about this a little bit. But there's this implied admission there that, well, you can't be a conservative if you know the actual history of the U.S., so let's just teach propaganda instead. Let me get a few things out of the way. I don't believe him when he says, there's only 2 paragraphs on George Washington. You made that up. I don't buy that for a second. And then he says, oh, there's little to nothing about Martin Luther King Jr. Nonsense. But then he goes on to say, well, slavery, Japanese internment, Native American genocide, they cover that in detail. As they should. What's he implying? He's saying, don't cover that as much. Okay, put that as a little footnote on page 79 in the corner. We don't get into, yes, we did the Trail of Tears. Yes, we did the Indian Removal Act. Yes, we wiped off the Native Americans from the country and then gave them fucking tax-free casinos so we pat ourselves on the back. Yes, we did Japanese internment. That was a fucking horrible idea. Yes, we did hundreds of years of slavery. But don't look away. It's okay. America is still fantastic and wonderful in every way, shape, and form, and blah, 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 put that aside. No, how about you just cover everything objectively? See, that's the thing. The progressive argument on education is, okay, let's educate. That's it. That's it. Let's tell the reality, the history. Like, to us, it's not political. It's just, okay, just explain what happened. That's it. So when we do something right, okay, great. Marshall Plan. Oh, how wonderful the Marshall Plan was. Great. The New Deal. Oh, the New Deal was fantastic, okay? Let's talk everything in context. So these things are all in context. Slavery, terrible. Native American genocide, terrible. Japanese internment, terrible. Conservatives can't deal with reality, so what do? These guys, why are they covering the thing that we did for hundreds of years with slavery? Fuck that. Don't cover it. Act like it didn't happen. So you're admitting you want to do indoctrination and you want to do propaganda. And the irony is, they always say that about liberals. They always say, these goddamn liberals keep trying to indoctrinate our goddamn kids. No, that's what you're doing. When they say, put Adam and Eve in the science class and don't talk about the Native American genocide and spin things in a way to say authoritarianism is great and free markets are wonderful. So you're the one that wants to change history to suit your ideology. Liberals don't. They're just explaining the facts. Stephen Colbert said it best. Reality has a well-known liberal bias.